everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to do something special which is very important to your board examination 2023. Okay, and here I have some book here which is very important for your referring for before the exam. You can refer this book so that it will help you very much. So you all know that some questions will also be repeated in the previous year's exam question papers. So that's why I just purchased this book, and its name is Super Companion My Examination Study Book. It is as per the KCB pattern and it is for 10th standard and it's from Subhas. So here in this book you have all the languages as well as the core subjects. It is from Kannada first language, English second language, Hindi, science, mathematics and social science. So here you can see it's a model question paper. So also you get with the public examination questions with answers you get. So it is very important before your examination. Please refer this book and go. So here you can see maybe it's science, you get model question papers as well as the previous year's public examination papers with answers. So you can see here supplementary examination question paper. It's from June 2019. See with answers what all the question paper they've given with answers they've printed here. So it is very important for your public examination of 2023 because we can't expect that they just give you a particular questions, but you can just expect some questions will be repeated from your previous year's question papers. Okay, just refer this book. So in this in this video we are just going to concentrate only on maths. So maths we are going to solve only 1 mark questions from previous year's question papers. Okay, it's from 2019. So you can see here annual examination question paper March 2019 with answers. So we're going to solve only 1 mark questions March 2019, 2020 and 2021 and 22. So actually 21 and 22 you're not sure because it was a COVID period. So everyone are telling you to concentrate only on 2019 question paper and 2020 question paper. So these both question papers are very important for your this year public examination. Okay, now let's start and we'll solve each with very because it's very important. No, you have to solve this. Okay, let's start. So let's read the first question. If the nth term of an arithmetic progression an is equal to 24 minus 3n, then its second term is. So firstly, just put the question number and you can do working in the working column. So I'm just doing it here only for your reference. So first copy the question. So an is equal to 24 minus 3n, and they've asked us to find second term, that is n is equal to 2. So just you have to substitute the value here, that is a2. I mean that is it means that the second term is equal to 24 minus 3 into 2, and a2 is equal to 24 minus 3 to the 6. So a2 is equal to 18. So you got a2 is 18. So you have to just write it as option A, 18. So you can do this in the working column, but you can do it on the main column also, but better all the answers will be in the working column. So let us move on to the second question. The lines represented by 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 18 is equal to 0 are, they're asking that is that equation is intersecting lines, perpendicular lines, parallel lines, coincident lines, etc, etc. So you all know the rules of that. So intersecting lines, a1 by b1, I mean a2, I'm sorry, is not equal to b1 by b2, right? So you have to see this, and totally the answer is, you have to solve and you have to check. The answer is coincident lines. Answer is coincident lines. Now I'll show you how did we get coincident lines. So let us copy the, please do not waste the time like this because your time, each minute is very important, and that to match you have to work out. So I'm just showing there. Just don't copy the question every time. Okay. Minus 18 is equal to 0. So what is A1? You have to write here A2, comma B1, B2, comma C1, C2. So what is A1? 2. Again, the down part you have 4, 3, 6. You have to see the sign also. And here C1 you have minus 9 and minus 18. Okay, so just write this A1 by A2 is equal to 2 by 4. 2 ones are 2 twos are, you got 1 by 2. And B1 by B2 you got 3 by 6, that is equal to 1. And okay, so 1 by 2. And lastly C1 by C2 is equal to minus 9 by minus 18, that is equal to 9 by 18. And 1s are 9, 2s is equal to 1 by 2. So see here, you got 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So all are equal. That means it is coincident lines. That is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. If this satisfies, and you have to write that it is a coincident lines. Okay. Fine. So let's move on to the third question. A straight line which passes through a 2 points on a circle is. The straight line which passes through 2 points in the circle. So what is that? 2 points in the circle means that it can't be a chord, it can't be it can't be a tangent also, because tangent passes only on one point of the circle. It can't be radius, it is a secant. It is a secant. You have to write the options also with the answers. Okay, it is a secant. So let us move on to the fourth question. If the area of a circle is 49 pi square units, then its perimeter is. So how do you find the perimeter of the area of the circle? So you have to do this working and you get as 14 square units. 14 pi units. Okay, so let's move on to the fifth one. The product of two consecutive positive integers is 30. This can be expressed algebraically as. So they've asked you the product of two consecutive positive numbers integers is 30. Okay, this can be expressed algebraically. So how can you express this? You can express it as, let's see the option. A, x, x, no, you can't. A is not possible, B is not possible, C is not possible. Yes, D. So D, we're going to write x plus 1 is equal to 30. As I've given two consecutive positive integers, so x, so 2x, right? Let x be a positive integer, so 2x plus 1 is equal to 30. And let's move on to the sixth one. If a and b are any two positive integers, then HCF of a comma b into LCM of a comma b is equal to. So there is a formula here, you have to substitute. So they have only given the formula, but they're asking you which is the correct one. So answer is a into b, right? A into b. You don't just add it or you don't divide it, you're not subtracting it. It's just you have to multiply. It's from real numbers chapter, you have to study it. So in this video I'm not going to detailedly explain you why it is coming, but because we have less time for your public examination, for just reference how, like what based on questions you get, for that I'm just doing this video, that's all. If I want to explain, then you have to see the chapter videos then. Okay. So in seventh one, they've given the value of cos 48 minus 48 degree minus sine 42 degree is. Okay, I've just written the question here. So if you want, I'll just do working in separate, because if you get confused. Okay. So here cos 48 minus sin 42 degree. So it is a complementary angle from trigonometry chapter. So you can just substitute sin or cos here. So I'm just substituting sin only here. So I'm just writing the question again. Minus sin 42 degrees. So cos, keep it as it is, minus cos 90 minus degree is theta is sin theta, right? So I'm just doing this here. 90 minus 42 degree. So cos 48 minus cos, if you subtract this, you get 48 degrees. So cos 48 degree minus cos 48 degree, again it gets cancelled and the answer will be 0. The answer will be 0. So you just can write that A 0. Okay. So let us move on to the 8th question. It is the probability question here. If P of A is equal to 0.05, then P of A naught, A dash is what? So again, it's a probability question. It's very simple. 8th question. So P of A, they've given that it is 0.05. Okay. So what is the formula for this? So P of A plus P of A dash is equal to 1. So P of A value, they have only given it as 0.05. So plus P of A dash is equal to 1. So you just have to transfer here. So P of A, not A, or dash A is equal to 1 minus 0.05. That is equal to 0.95. See here, you got 0.95. See the option here. The answer is B. 0.95. The option is 0.95. So now we'll go to the second main. I told you all 1 mark question I'm going to do in this video. So 9th one. So what are they asking here? The given graph represent a pair of linear equations in two variables. Write how many solutions these pair of equations have. See here, the graph is intersecting, right? It is an intersecting graph. So what is the formula for intersection? You got to know it is intersection. It is intersecting because it is intersecting. It is not parallel. It is not coinciding. So it is just intersecting means. Then what is the answer? It is unique. It is a unique solution or one solution. It has one or unique solution. You just can write unique solution. Parallel lines have no solution and coincident lines have infinite solution. So this is unique solution. These kind of questions they will give you in the public examination. So next 10th one. 17 is equal to 6 into 2 plus 5 is compared with Euclid's division lemma. A is equal to BQ plus R. Then which number is representing the remainder? So they have given that 17 is equal to 6 into 2 plus 5. Okay, so they're asking which is the remainder here. Of course, the remainder is this. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. You have studying this till like from 5th standard or something. Okay, so what is this? The remainder is, you can write the remainder is equal to 5 because 5 is the remainder. So 11th one. Find the zeros of the polynomial P of x. P of x is equal to x square minus 3. So they're asking you to find the zeros of the polynomial. Then you have to apply beta something. No, you have to do that. I'm just not doing that here. See here, x square minus 3 is equal to x minus root 3 into x plus root 3. So x is equal to plus root 3 or x is equal to minus root 3. So these are the zeros of the polynomial. You have to just identify which is the equation. It is a quadratic equation. What is quadratic formula? Ax square plus bx plus c, right? So like that only you have to conclude this. Fine. I'm just not explaining detailedly because we should have more time to do this. So 12th one. Again, they've asked you to find the degree of the polynomial. So they've given that p of x is equal to 2x square minus x cube plus 5. So what is the degree of the polynomial? Is that the highest power is only the degree. So you can write degree of the polynomial, okay, is equal to 3. So you have to identify 2 is there, the power 2 is there, 3 is there, and 1 is here. So better just identify which is the highest. 2 is the highest or 3 is the highest. So 3 is the highest. No, this is the degrees of the polynomial. Okay, so now let's do the 13th one. So what is the 13th one here? they've asked us to find the discriminant of the quadratic equation. First write the quadratic equation here. For this, at least little of working, you have to do it in the main column because it is for 1 mark. Okay, and this, so what is the formula for the discriminant? It is very important, that is b square minus 4ac. You just have to highlight this. Okay, and after this, so you have to substitute the formula that a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 4, and c is equal to plus 3. Fine. So after this, b square, that is minus 4 square minus 4 into 2, what is c? 3. So minus 16 minus 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So minus minus plus, so you just get answer as 3. Okay, these steps you have to follow, so the answer will be 3. Okay, so we are at the last question of 2019 paper, that is 14th question. So what is they're asking, write the formula to calculate the curved surface area of the frustum of a cone. So what is the formula? So basically you have to you have to learn the formulas of surface area volume. If you don't learn, then you can't solve any problem. Okay, so what is the formula? Pi r1 plus r2. So this is the formula of surface area, a curved surface area of the frustum of a cone. Okay, so from next you have 2 marks question. Now I'm moving on to the next paper. So now we are going to do annual examination question paper March 2020. Okay, so we finished with 1 mark question, 2 mains with 2019 paper. Now it's 2020 paper. Okay, I'll just write here. Okay, so here in the first question they've asked that in the pair of linear equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Okay, and then the equation have no solution or equation have unique solution. So first you have to identify. What you have to identify here is that if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then it is an intersecting lines, right? So intersecting lines have intersecting have unique solutions. Absolutely correct. We have solved this type of question previously, right? So if it is not equal to each other, if it is intersecting, then it has no solution. Equations have no solution. Okay, equations have no solution. So second one, in the arithmetic progression, if an is equal to n plus 1, then the common difference of the given progression is. So they've given that an is equal to 2n plus 1. Then they're asking for the common difference. How do you find the common difference? That is a2 minus a1. Okay, a2 minus a1. So the answer is C. That is 2. Okay. So here I'm not going to explain it detailedly because I told you I'm repeating once again because we need lots of time to do it. So third one, in an arithmetic progression, if an is equal to 2 and 1, then the common difference, yes, we've solved this, right? We have just okay. So now the third one, the degree of a linear polynomial is. So you know what is a linear? Linear means 1. Of course, the degree will be 1. So what's the option here? Option is B. That is 1. So fourth one, if 13 sine theta is equal to 12, then the value of cosec theta is. So you have to just, so what, they've given that 13, right? 13 sine theta is equal to 12. Then sine theta is equal to 12 by, just, yeah, bring down the 13, 12 by 13. So you know that sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse, right? And they've asked us to find out the cosec theta. So cosec theta is reciprocal to sine theta, that is 13 by 12, right? So what is the answer here? D. So D, 13 by 12. So first, do not see the options, try to solve and then see the options for the correction. Okay. So in the fifth one, in the figure, if triangle PQR is congruent to triangle SOR and PQ is equal to RS is equal to 1:2, then OP is to OS is Of course, it is congruent means, see, they've asked us to like identify the ratio. Okay, what is the ratio of OP is to OS? They are only giving in the question that triangle POQ is congruent to triangle SOR. Of course, the ratios also should be congruent, right? Congruent means equal, right? So what is the ratio of PQ is to RS? 1 is to 2. Then of course this also should be 1 is to 2. That is option A. 6. When a straight line passing through a point on a circle is a straight line passing through a point, a single point. You have to observe this. So of course it is a tangent. Okay, 7th one. A length of an arc of a sector of a circle of radius r and angle theta is. So they're asking you to the you have to identify the formula. It is basically the formula of length of an arc. Okay, so what is that formula? Theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Okay, area, if they give you area, then it is theta by 360 into pi r square. If they give you a sector, I mean the length of an arc of a sector, then you have to write this formula. So what is this option here? It is a D option. So what is 8th one? If the area of the circular base of a cylinder is 22 centimeter square and its height is 10 centimeter, then find the value of a cylinder is. So again you have to substitute the formula. Okay, I'm not doing that now. Okay, the answer is 220 centimeter square. So we'll move on to the next question here. Ninth one. Express the denominator of 23 by 20 in the form of 2n into 5 to the power of n. See, most of you just be confused from this. So everyone will start multiplying both the denominator and the numerator. Just see the question. They've just asked you to only multiply. I mean only get the number of only the denominator. Now they're not asked for the numerator, right? So I'm just going to do this 23 by 20. So now just concentrate on this part. So what is the LCM? Just take LCM of 20. 2 tens are 5 2s are 2 1s are. Again is equal to 23 by 2. 2 you got 2 times. So 2 to the power of 2 into 5. That means 5 to the power of 1. See, now it is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. So it is of course terminating decimal. Fine. Then 10th one, they've asked us to find the zeros. So 0, you have to see now x. You just have to see the x part. I mean the x coordinate. In x coordinate only 1, 2, 3. 3 points are touching. So what is the answer? Y is equal to p of x. So y is equal to p of 3. Therefore zeros, you have to write this and just write 3. 3 zeros we have found. Okay, and then we're going to go with 12th one. I'm just writing it here. 12th one. So find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line joining the points x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. So they've just, see here, they're just asking the formula indirectly. You have to understand that. What is the formula for this? For finding the midpoint, you have to write x1 plus x2 by 2. You know this formula, right? Comma y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the formula for this. Okay. And 13th one, it is the statement. You have to write the statement. See, and many of you, you'll be confused. Should we read the statements also? Will they give statements also for the exam? Yes, of course. Sometimes for 1 mark, they may ask you the statements for just confusing you. Please behead everything, learn everything. Do not take any second chances. Okay. So I'll just repeat the statement. Basic proportionality theorem. So states that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. This is the statement. We'll go to the 14th one. Okay. So from here it is a second main. From 9th it is from second main, right? It is not the multiple choice question. Okay. What is the 14th one question? If the figure AB and AC are the two tangents drawn from the point A to the circle with center O, if BOC is equal to 130 degrees, then find BAC. So how to find BAC is that I'll show you. BAC is equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree. Then you get answer as 50 degree. They have only given it as 130 degree. So here every time you have to subtract from 180 degree, you know that. So all the triangles, everything you have to do it from 180 degree. So 180 minus 130, you get it as 150 degree, just 50 degree. Okay. So the last second question, 15th one, write x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by x in the standard form of the quadratic equation. So you have to write the standard form. So there was just x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by x, right? So here you have 2x, right? Okay, so you just have to cross multiply it, and if you write, then you get the answer. So x square plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so 16th one is the last one here in 2020 paper. 16th one, they're telling, of course, a formula, 1 mark question, definite one. Okay, they're asking you to write the formula of PSA of cone, slant height,